Okay, so let's take a look at today's question on remainder and factor theorem. Okay, so it's a gentle reminder and a quick recap. Remember that remainder theorem means that we are able to sub in a certain value of x to solve for our remainder directly without using long division. And factor theorem simply means that we'll sub in certain value and we'll obtain no remainder. Okay, so factor theorem. So when there's a factor of x minus 2, this will mean that we will apply factor theorem. Okay, and that's number 1. And in such a case where x minus 2 is a factor, our remainder will be 0. Okay, and if we apply remainder theorem over here, when there's a remainder, this will be remainder theorem, and after subbing in a certain value, we will obtain a remainder of 7. Okay, and this is if we apply the remainder theorem. So a common question by students, how do we know what to sub in to equate to our remainder or to equate to 0? Now take a look at the expressions given to us here and here. Okay, these two expressions. Let me just highlight this again. Okay, so let me just underline it instead. So these are our two expressions given. So what we can do is that we can first find what to sub in by letting our expressions be equals to 0. Okay, so we'll sub in x equals to 2 as well as x equals to negative 3 over 2. So we sub in these two, we can apply our factor remainder theorems. So let's start with subbing in x equals to 2 into our polynomial. So we have h2 equals to 2 times 2 cubed minus 2 squared plus 2a plus b equals to 0 because our remainder is 0 in this case since hx is a factor of the original polynomial. Right, so factor means that we apply factor theorem means the remainder is 0. So after subbing in 2, we shall obtain a remainder of 0. This will be our first equation. Now if we go ahead and simplify this very quickly, we can say that 2a plus b plus 12 will be equals to 0. And this means that we can always make b the subject. So b will be negative 2a minus 12. And this will be our first equation. All right. Our second equation can be formed by subbing in the other x value of negative 3 over 2. So we have 2 multiplied by negative 3 over 2 cubed minus negative 3 over 2 squared plus a times negative 3 over 2. Let me write that again. Plus b, and this time our remainder is 7. All right, so subbing in negative 3 over 2, we can apply remainder theorem, we should get a remainder of 7. And this will allow us to form a second equation in terms of a and b. Okay, so let us calculate the values. And we will have negative 3 over 2a plus b minus 9 equals to 7. Okay, so now we can apply our substitution method and we will sub equation 1 into equation 2. So this goes here. All right, and we will get negative 3 over 2a. Okay, negative 3 over 2a minus 2a minus 12 minus 9 equals to 7. So we will shift the constant terms to the right to solve. So if we solve this, we will have negative 7 over 2a equals to 7 plus 21 will be 28. So a will be equals to negative 8. Right, so sub this a back into equation 1, and that will allow us to find b as well. B will be negative 2 multiplied by negative 8 minus 12. So b will give us a value of 4. All right, so these two will be our answers for A and B. Let me just rewrite that again. All right, so A will be 8 and B will be 4. So running through the steps again, we will apply factor remainder theorem, and using that, we can form a pair of simultaneous equations to solve for A and B. Now, most of the time, the questions will involve one factor and one non-factor. All right, because usually they'll test you on both factor remainder theorem in one question. However, there can be cases whereby it's a mixture of two remainders or two factors. But regardless of that, we can still form a pair of simultaneous equations, and we can solve them accordingly to look for our A and B values. All right, so that'll be it for this question. So as usual, check out our products, our Mastering A Math Guidebook, our Set 1, G2, and G3 Math Guidebooks, as well as our AAA Ability Assessment Kit. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and YouTube for more videos and more information regarding mathematics and A Math. Have a good day ahead.